been able to get an answer out of them. The NBC stations in the state have been trying to get an answer from the Mandel camp for weeks now on a debate, which you have agreed to. So give me some sense of what you want to do in a debate here.
I want the public to know more about who's on their side, and let my opponent make his case. I'll make mine, and I think the history of what I fought for on Chinese to level the playing field in China currency, to stand up to Wall Street, to fight for preventive care for seniors have been what I've done my whole career, and I'm very willing to talk about that in a debate, and not to mention the auto rescue and how we've seen the state starting to come back, not nearly where we need it to be in terms of jobs, but the unemployment rate coming down 3 percentage points since the auto rescue and what we've tried to do that way.
Do you sense a reluctance on his part to debate? To this point, the only one is Cleveland, right?
The Cleveland City Club is the only one we both agreed to. I'm always willing to debate, have my whole career. I sense a reluctance in my opponent answering questions directly from you or from a number of other reporters and people in the audience. So I don't know. I can't imagine what's in his head. I don't understand that.
What do you make of Republicans, the sudden willingness by Republicans to kind of open the debate on Medicare reform?
I think Mitt Romney realizes he made a mistake in his vice presidential pick. I think when he starts debating with his vice presidential pick what they want to do on Medicare, Romney said, well, that's not really in my plan, and Ryan, well, that's in his plan. I think the issue is that Medicare has served this country well in efforts to privatize Medicare. President Bush tried to privatize Social Security. We defeated that. I just won't ever stand for turning Social Security over to Wall Street and turning Medicare over to insurance companies. And that's really what the Romney-Ryan ticket and my opponent seem to want to do.
We have time for 2 more questions.
Sorry.
I still want to get back to the inside politics, but the tone of the whole campaign. And is this any uglier than any other campaign you've been in, or is this just where we are?
I've never had $13 million in attack ads against me, so it's pretty ugly, and they don't tell the truth. And fact-check organizations, straight mainstream media that's not liberal or conservative, but doing its job, as you all, most of you do almost all the time, are saying that these ads they run they're not just nasty, they're not true. So that does set a nasty tone when one candidate has $13 million in outside money and runs attack ads that aren't true.
Last question. Can you talk a little bit about the future of labor unions, considering that at least private labor union membership for private companies is declining?
It's declining in part because we've seen a manufacturing job decline. Between 2000 and 2010, we lost in this country 5 million manufacturing jobs, 60,000 plants closed. Since 2010, we've seen an increase of more than 500,000 manufacturing jobs across the country, led by auto in Ohio, frankly. And what's happened with auto rescue and trade enforcement, which has created direct jobs, will, I think, begin to turn around the decline in unions, because so many of those lost manufacturing jobs were union jobs. I assume many of the manufacturing jobs coming back will also be union jobs, because in the end, people want to be able to organize and bargain collectively, because that's how the middle class has thrived in this country, because people have a say in the workplace and can help to, can enjoy the benefits of their labor.
Thank you, guys.